The hay crew's getting across what they can as fast as they can. Probably be ready to bail here soon. And another field gone. Hey, cool, we can see this intersection now. A lot of people like to run the stop sign here, so it's nice to actually see them coming now. Morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. So as far as our farm goes, I'm a one-man crew today. As I'm looking the other way talking, you probably couldn't even hear me. But yeah, I'm running solo with just custom guys. Cameron's going to start on the cornstalk adventure. Told him find your gloves and have fun, because you're going to plug it a lot. It happens. Hector's feeding cows, but Justin and Jayla are sorting, so he's going in slow motion. I'm only 15 minutes late. Well, by the time I get there, 25 minutes late. Bart and Glenn are on hay crew. Everybody else is out sick or gone. Bringing the tuna. They went leafing. They gotta go look at the leaves, change color. They had to go to Denver, so to make it a fun trip instead of a not fun trip. From Denver, they're gonna go zigzagging through the mountains for a day and go look at the pretty leaves. A bunch of leafers. The reason I am running behind though is I didn't want to start this till Bart got there this morning. We were diagnosing bad vibration I was feeling last night. This morning the vibration wasn't anything like it was last night, so that is frustrating. But we can see the fan hub, everything has got a vibration in it. Took the fan belt off. It had a couple of cracks, but it didn't have any chunks in it. It was actually in pretty decent shape. Spun the bearing sounds good, bearing feels good. We had the engine run for a little bit. He was feeling the bearings, they weren't getting hot. So something is causing that whole end. The fan hub, obviously is in the middle of the fan. It bolts to these two big channel irons that go all the way across the back of that radiator. And essentially everything that's attached to those has a vibration. And we cannot figure out why. Best guess is there's something starting to go wrong in a bearing, even though we can't feel or visually see anything when we take the belt off and spin it by hand. So we're not sure. We put a new belt on and it's better. It's not great, but it was better. So we're gonna run it and just cross your fingers. Now what we need right now is chopper 1 and 2 to both be down, trying to limp to the end with number 3. But it is what it is. 5 miles to go. Well, truckers being truckers did what truckers do. They seen a disc and went straight for that. Problem is we're not cutting that field. We're cutting a field back over here. So now they got to go back out onto the road, come around, and then follow me in over here. Good times, good times. So this field is one that got added late. And it's actually going to a pit that we were done with last Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday last week when we got all the chopping done. Yeah, the pit was done. Well, now we're reopening it. I'm gonna put this on top. No big deal. It's only been a week. This will be enough to completely cover it, so it's not like we're going to open something up. I think there's 30 acres here, because I don't think it goes across. I think it's just a quarter circle. So we'll knock this field out and then move 5 miles over and cut a sample for another pit that we tried sampling a week ago and was too green. Hopefully this time it's okay. I hate how you drive by a field and you go, man, that looks nice, it's standing up beautiful, and then you cut off the outer 50 feet and then it does that. But as you can see, so far it's handling it nicely. Let's hope that continues. Well, that wound up not being too brutal. There goes last load, 20 acres. We can recheck that pit off the to-do list. Now to go sample, I think it's right at 100 acres. Fingers crossed it is ready. It was in the low 70s a week ago. I really want to chop it right now because I am terrified it's going to go down and it's going to be a mess. so's the farmer. He really wants to chop bad. So let's go give that a try. 5 mile move. 5 miles. Okay, so far so good. See, we're hitting some areas of 70, average of 68. Because one pass, you'll go anywhere from about 70, 71, all the way down to 64. I don't know. But we're going to keep fighting with it as long as that average stays reasonable. We're going to cut every bit of this that we can, because we know it's only a matter of time before it looks like the last field. Just joking with the guys, I got good news and I got bad news. And well, the bad news is we aren't going to be done in 2 days like we were saying. But the good news is because we picked up 2 new jobs today. So one neighbor that we chop for every year called, hadn't heard from him. He called today and said, hey, I seen you guys are chopping feed. Well, just whenever you get around to it, I got 60 acres. Perfect, no problem. Another neighbor that we chop for every couple of years called and said, hey, I want to put up 500 ton. We can find it. Don't worry, we'll find it for you. So, 2 new jobs. Take it. All of this sucks. As you can see, it's starting to go down, but I think the moisture is going to be over 70 whenever I get this thing all opened up. So we're probably going to have to leave this one, which means when we come back in a week, it's going to be flat on the ground. Another reason why I absolutely despise this type of feed, because it does not stay standing. But whatever, nothing we can do about it. Get it opened up, see what we got. I was able to cut the other field, so I had a truck waiting on me, so I didn't get the video of it I wanted to, but the field averaged 69%. You done laughing? Yeah. So it's like 35 acres. 30 of it averaged 67, 68, and the other 5 averaged 72. But I wasn't going to leave 5 acres because that's just asking for a problem. Holy shnikes, guys. I cannot tell you how excited I am to have that done. 70.08. The farmer said he was fine with a little bit of a dock. I'm fine with a little bit of a dock if that means we cut it before it went down any worse than it did. That cut beautiful. Couldn't have worked out better. That pit is done. That pit is done from this morning. So scratch 2 off the list, even though 1 was already scratched off and we had to reopen it to re-scratch it. And then we added the 2 new pits to the list. So it was a great day. But when you look at it from a broad perspective, we still have just as far to go to finish. So when we started the day. Oh well. Chopper's cleaned up. I got a chopping plan for tomorrow. Kind of sort of have a plan for the rest of the crew. I don't know, it's kind of a mess. Bart and I were coming up with a plan, and then the Leafers had their own plan, so now we're trying to get everything kind of straightened out over phones. But it sounds like we'll have a hay crew in the morning. Maybe get some tillage going tomorrow too. But my main focus will be on finishing up another pit. Let's get another one done tomorrow. Guys, I'm gonna go home, see how the kids' day at school went, and I'll talk to you in the next one.